Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are creating a spread for my Patreon member, Courtney, in her planner. So we're going to start with this currently page, and Courtney has requested a beach theme, and I was trying to decide what stickers I wanted to use, and I saw, oops, sorry, little shaky. We're trying something new. This is the first video that I'm doing this where I have my phone connected to a charger while filming the video, because my biggest challenge with doing multiple videos in a day, as I do on weekends, is the charging of the phone. So I actually have it connected to a charger, but I had hit the wire that is over here. So sorry, I'll try to be mindful about that. It's just the first time we're doing it. Anyway, Courtney has requested a beach theme, and I love these stickers from Live Love Posh because I just feel like they're a really pretty nautical vibe, and it makes me feel like the beach, and they make me happy. So I'm going to come down on the bottom right over here, and then I was thinking that I wanted to use a little bit of like a nautical stripe. So I have this washi from Live Love Posh. It's a little bit lighter than the blue washi, than the blue on this page, but I think that it's pretty for this. So, because it just kind of has that nautical feel to it. I totally didn't pull out my supplies before sitting down. So we're gonna trim this here. And then let's trim this right over there as well. Okay. I like how that looks. It looks a little lopsided, but it is lopsided. The sticker is tilted. So I may add something in over here just to kind of take away from that angle, like an anchor or something. I don't know. We'll see. Not quite there yet. Now I wanted to come in with these knots here because I thought that they were really cool. And I want to use the same size though. This here and here, and then whoops, they're not really in the same spot. I think this one needs to go higher. It is centered on the page, but because of the discs on the other side, I couldn't really put that one any lower. All right, that looks better. Now the idea will be to put the July word over here. So I have Alpha Basics Volume 2. We have pinks in here, which I could use. I feel like it's a little bit bright though. I don't want to use the black, that's too dark. Wonder if I have J, U, L, and Y. I do have July here, so maybe we could use a little bit more of a pale pink. Like if I test this, that's good. That's a Crayola Super Tip. Crayola Super Tips are always for the win. Because there's just a million colors, not a million, but a lot of colors. And they're really soft. I mean, there's a variety. This is a soft color, but there's such a variety of them, and they're so inexpensive. That was the word that I meant, not soft. All right, so, and it also kind of has the stripes, so it looks a little bit similar to the rope. So let's do July. I so rarely color these in on the page, but actually kind of helps make sure that I have everything straight. These don't go over as much as I thought they might. So I think what I'm going to do is move them to the left and then add in either 2025 or just 25. So get these a little bit closer to make some more room. I don't usually put the year on currently pages because I feel like if it's in your planner and you're using it in the current year, you know what year it is, but I think that it'll work here for spacing, and we're just going to do 25. That's really what we have the room for here. That one needs to go a little bit lower. Got a weird angle here or something. 25. Let's try this again, Elise. Color that in. I feel like it looks like 25th. So I'm just gonna add a little, like, I don't know what that's called when it comes to a planner. Is it still like an apostrophe? I'm not sure when it's in a date, but let's cover up, take note here. Just a nice clean cover here. And then I'm also going to do the same with priorities and important. All right. Now I pulled out Keleva Plan's header boxes because there's such a variety of color in here, and I knew that I'd have the colors that I'd want to use. So we have this pink, which is a really good match for this one. And also we're gonna go for this navy. Do I want to use two different colors or the same? Let's do two different ones. So we'll add a header box over here and then over here as well. Try to get this one a little bit straighter. Okay, now I want to add something in here. Maybe this is a good spot for the anchor. I don't want it to take up too much space in the box, so I'm just going to try to kind of get it around that. Look at that. All of that, and I didn't get it over one of the punches. That's a win for me anyway. So we've got those down, and now my currently word. So let's take a look here. It's highly unlikely that I have the currently. Oh, I do. Whoa, that was surprising. I didn't think I'd have the currently words or letters that I would need because I feel like I use these so much, but we do. So we'll pop these in. And then I'll just color in after. I think I want to use the washi. For nothing else, that it'll give me a straighter line. Because we know how I am with straight lines. We struggle. Start over here and just kind of see how it goes. But I've got to get the washi down straight first in order for it to give me a straight line. Let's see. Because I pulled these up, they're not sticking very well right now. What I'll do if I can't quite get them to stick is use a little bit of adhesive, but I think we'll be okay. They just require pushing them down a little bit more firmly. C-U-R-R, press that hard. E-N. T. L. And this is Planything Washi. With all Planything Washi, you can use code Elise10 to save on your order. I love Planything Washi. It's 100% my favorite washi. All right, now I'm going to just trim here. And then let's move this over and come back to here. So we've got this here. I was going to put like a fun element, but because we have this, I don't think that it's going to look great with a fun element. So what I'm going to do now is come in directly with my hexagons. So this is the pink that we're using. I keep hitting that wire. I need to figure out, maybe I might try to move the cord. That should push the wire back further. I apologize if it continues to happen. Again, it's the first time I'm trying something that is going to be a solution for me for the long term. So sometimes there's just a little bit of a learning curve with it and an adjustment period. So I wanted to come in with these hexagons. With hexagons, though, you just really want to make sure that you're getting them down straight. I don't know that I want one here. Let's come back over here. Let's do the blue. When it's only 2 colors, it's a little bit more challenging. I'm gonna lift this a touch so that it layers over it. Okay, that's pretty. And then I'll take another blue out, come back to our pink. Let's add this in here. And then I think maybe just one more. Yeah, I like that sort of pattern that we've set. Now we've got space for some more fun things. So I'm going to take this sticker, which is so cute, and it's like your planner. And then we'll trim the edge off. Oh, if I can lean down and get my scissor. And then use my We Are Memory Keepers punch to punch through. Right there. All right, now we still have some more space. So I think it would be really fun to include like this washi right over here. And then we've got a little bit that I can decide if I want to use something decorative or some sort of summery sticker, like summer quote. I think that I want to use the safety something. It's so crazy to like sit down and film a video and forget words that are very basic that I know, but like I know what that is, but I can't come up with the word right now. That happened when I was doing the Kelva Plan pet launch. I couldn't remember the word for ferret. I'm going to get the word for this. We're going to find it. Even if I have to Google it, I will Google it. I'm not ashamed to admit that. You know what I think happened? So earlier today, in between filming videos, I've been cleaning my bathroom, like deep cleaning it. And sometimes the chemical smell really impacts my head. So while I wouldn't say that I have a migraine right now, I am experiencing pain in my head. And I think that that has an impact on my cognitive ability. So I have my office door closed and I have the bathroom fan running. I should probably turn on the fan in my office, to be honest, because I feel like that would help with just getting the air to flow. So I'm going to pull out Rainbow Date It. It's maybe a little bit bright for what we need here. The pinks are pretty, but I think that they are going to be a little bit bright. So let's try another sticker book. I have Functionally Pastel from Live Love Posh. We have like this blue, which kind of goes along with the sea colors. So maybe that will look cute here. I don't know. It's worth a try. I have all of these stickers and I want to use them, but I'm looking for my white pen. There we go. Because I like to number these. So we're going to cover this up with my white pen. And then let's get out the 1, the 2, and the 3. Oh, I think that that looks really cool. Yeah, perfect. Finding ways to add color into a spread. It's like, it's what I love to do. I can't get the sticker off. I can't get this off. We've got a problem. There we go. I scratched it a little bit. 1, 2. Come on. And 3. All right. It's making me happy. I like where we're at. Okay, now I think that I'm going to actually use my pen to label some of these because Courtney is going to end up using this more for the memories side. So I think that over here, I'm going to write excited for. Courtney has a couple of trips planned this July. And that was a little bit big. She can use this to write down each of the trips. Excited for, we can do that. And then I could also have done excited for here, but I know that she has at least 2 trips that she's going on. And then the next one can be, I'm going to write focusing on, because there's a lot to focus on when you're in a season of travel and rest, like focusing on being present in the moment, enjoying, you know, where you are, things like that. So I think that that'll be good here. And then I think that I'm going to leave these blank, I think, because let's go to the other side of the page and then we'll kind of come back and revisit this, because I want to work on making this more for like the memories that she can include. So we're going to pull the washi over here, get it nice there on that line. And then let's come back to Alpha Basics and see, we should have enough for the word memories. M-E-M-O. This is helpful because I can just kind of do it a little bit better this way. We don't have an R, so we're going to make one with a P. I, E, and S. Okay, so M-E-M-O-R-I-E-S. There's 8 letters in memories, which means that M-E-M-O and R need to be kind of in the middle. I'm saying kind of in the middle because I can always add in some extras on either side. And we'll turn that P into an R. Courtney's was actually one of the first spreads that I ever changed up the letters for. It was, I call it the Murphy and Bright spread. It was a Merry and Bright, and I changed the P to an R. Oh, it looks so weird with the P there, but we're gonna fix it, don't worry. So it wasn't perfectly centered because I always mess it up because of the spine. That's the word. Okay. Now we've got some room here. So one of the sticker sets that I really loved here was like this one. And I felt like it was going to be too much to put on the left side, but I really love how it looks with that like beachy stripe right there. I think that that's, or that nautical stripe. Oh, we still have to fix memories. Oh my gosh, I'm going to forget. Okay, we're going to do it right now. Where's my pen? Here we go. And you would never know. All right, so we have memories there. I didn't really use any of the floral on the left side. So I'm trying to decide, do I start? Do we add in the floral? But also I feel like we have some more of these scenes down here. So let's use this over here. Do I bring the washi in? Because we did the washi on the left side. I feel like it would look good to do over here also. I'm going to put it all the way down and then decide if I end up trimming a little bit more over. I have no problem like wasting washi because I really don't run out of it. Because I wanted to put this down, but I also wanted to include the lighthouse. And I just wasn't sure what I want to do. I think that this would actually be the perfect spot right here to do some sort of summary quote. So let's shift this over and pull out. Vacation mode would be perfect because of Courtney's vacations. Oh, not enough room. Come on, Elise. All right, we're gonna make it work. Get this out of the way. Come to my white pen. I mean, you can still see it, but it's not good enough when it's a spread for someone else. So what I'm gonna do here, wait, that's not really what I was trying to do. Put it right down on that. Whoops. Ah, we're making a mess. Let's kind of create a little white square beneath the letters, kind of see how far over this is gonna go so that it'll just kind of pop a little bit more. That should work, but before I put it down, I really need it to dry. So I don't always give it time to dry, but for something like this where it could spread really easily, I want it to dry. In the meantime, I'm going to grab a sticker if I can reach and do it one-handed. I'm gonna grab this seashell sticker and we'll just pop this right over here. Okay, this is mostly dry. So there we go. Yeah, because then you don't have to try to figure out where the color is. I could do a tiny bit more over here, but I think that this is good, like as is. Sorry, I feel like I've been over here a lot of this video. We're gonna try to stick to where we are. You know what I'll do? Take a drop of washi, pop it there so I know where my center frame is. One of the things I wanted to mention was because I have my phone charging over here, that's where like the bottom of the phone is. Typically I film my videos the opposite way. I don't know why. So sometimes there may be like awkward pauses because I'm used to going over here to shut the video off and then I go over here. So again, we're in our learning period right now with this. All right, so I'm gonna take some hexagons, but I don't want to fill this entire page with hexagons because this is going to be meant for Courtney to write things down and document. And there's not a ton of space with the hexagons. So while I do want to include them, I also want to give space for additional documentation that she can include on her own. So let's come back to the navy. I love these Caliva Plan hexagon boxes. I was sent one to promote, and then I bought 2 more because I love these colors so much. And usually when I use these, I use a lot of them, and I knew that I was going to run low quickly. So not saying like go spend more money, but if there's a product that you like, especially like Caliva Plan Alpha Basics, and you think it's something you're going to use a lot, I would buy more than one of them because these basic books tend to sell out at some point and you're not going to get a chance to get them back. Just going to kind of pop that over it. Oh, that's looking so cute. All right, let's come back to our pink. And maybe we just add in a couple more. I'm thinking like something over here. Let's do another blue here. And then maybe that's all I need. I think that's all I need. So then if we're good on the hexagons, let's shift back to here. And we have the swimsuit. I'd like to put an anchor over here. So let's put that right there. Just kind of filling in some of the little blanks. We can take our rope, maybe just put it like right there so it's hitting both of those. Just trim this. And then I feel like something else in over here could work. We have some seashells. We have this scene, but I just don't have room for it here. So let's take seashell like here. It's like, what's easier, cutting that edge or just lifting this up? I think lifting this up in this moment is going to be easier. And then I really like the pens because we included some washi on the other side. So I kind of like the planner element. So let's just pop the pens right here. Okay. I think that we may be finished. Kind of trim this off because I went a little bit higher with these. Oh, we're shifted again. Okay, I got it. I got some figuring things out to do for that. But I think that this came out really beautiful, and I feel like it's a very soft summer vibe, beachy theme, perfect for Courtney for this month. So that is a wrap. Summer Allure is on sale, and code Elise10 will give you an additional discount on your order. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.